Hey, this is Greg Gonzalez, the singer of a band called Cigarettes After Sex. Today, completely deep in a dream at the Criterion Closet. So I saw this, and I'm so excited Criterion did this, La Bamba. Pretty much one of my favorite music biopics. It's so great. The music is killer. It's got commentaries, so even more exciting. Great. La Bamba. So actually the cool thing about this too is when I was a kid, my dad worked in VHS distribution, which means we would get sent VHS tapes every week. And so we had a closet like this in our house, actually. It was a rental store of just VHS promo copies of blockbusters and art house films and documentaries, classics. We had everything. It was pretty wild. The cool thing about that, though, is it showed me a lot of films that I would have never seen, had it not been for that closet. When I was in high school, they put out a VHS of this movie, The Last Picture Show. And this movie just blew me away. It was just so beautiful. Takes place in Texas, a little dirty, too. So this film is kind of one that I felt helped me mature and helped me appreciate different things. Peter Bogdanovich is one of the best to listen to for commentaries. So I'm excited to hear him talk about this movie too. Okay, let's keep going. Tales of Four Seasons, Tales of the Four Seasons by Eric Rohmer. I actually discovered Rohmer through Criterion when I moved to New York. It was about 10 years ago. It just felt okay, this feels really close to what I want to do musically. His films are just very simple, romances with a group of people kind of just get entangled in their little romantic situations, and they just take place in beautiful exotic locations. I thought that's the way to do it. Just go deep into that and do it. These are cool though, because these are all his 90s stuff, which I really don't know, and watch it when I get home. So I got to talk about this movie, talk about something newer. The Worst Person in the World. This is probably my favorite romance of the last 5 years. This movie is just so wonderful. Feels really raw and honest. So I'm really glad Criterion did this. It's amazing. Okay, Risky Business. The soundtrack is killer. Tom Cruise is killer. Rebecca De Mornay, unbelievable. And also has one of my favorite love scenes. The scene where the wind is blowing and there's a TV on and everything is really dreamlike and kind of knocks you out. So this is really exciting. Risky Business. The last little story I have revolves around this movie, Tales of Hoffman. Let's see, I had a girlfriend, mid-2000s. We were both obsessed with the Criterion Collection. And there was this video store, a chain called Hollywood Video. They're going out of business. And so I thought, wow, they're selling off all their Criterion DVDs, super cheap. We gotta go get, all of them. So what we did is, we went together and went, all around town and bought, as many Criterion DVDs as we could get. And, each, store would have, different ones. It'd be cool, we found Picnic at Hanging Rock, or we found Diabolique. But I found my favorite movie then, from Criterion, The Red Shoes. But I've always wanted this movie because this is the follow-up to The Red Shoes. And I consider The Red Shoes Ballet, the most beautiful sequence in film. That when I first saw that sequence, it, moved me to tears. It was so beautiful. And I think they thought, hey, that was so great, why don't we do, a whole movie like that? And so The Tales of Hoffman is pretty much just hey, let's do The Red Shoes Ballet, but, a bunch of them. And it's pretty wild. And I've actually never had this, I always wanted it. It was, elusive, and so it feels, cosmic that I'm finally getting it now, today, at the actual Criterion Closet. I don't want to take too many things here. But I just want to thank Criterion. It's the most beautiful collection in the world, and deeply influential to me, and it's just been such a dream to be here just for a little bit even, so thank you guys so much.